Good evening, everyone. This is the Black Post. Does it matter? Tonight, the message will be sent. Good evening, everyone. Yes, this is the Black Post tonight, so you guys to understand what's about to happen or what you're about to truly in this country, what's going on. So tonight, the message will be sent. No matter if you love it, no matter if you hate it, the message will be sent. This is how they do part 2. There's a lot of Black American Descendant of Slaves, a lot of our people who are continually to be killed, and some of them have not got public notice. I won't sit here today and give you a whole list of our people dying, being mistreated, being lynched, but I will give out some sort of spotlight for issues you may not know that actually occur inside of our everyday local lives. Is anyone familiar with Elijah McClain? Last August, police officers in Aurora, Colorado approached 23-year-old Elijah McClain as he walked home from a convenience store. The Aurora Police Department later said that a 911 caller had reported a suspicious person in a ski mask, and that when officers confronted McClain, who was not armed and had not committed any kind of crime, he resisted arrest. In the 15 minutes that followed, the officers tackled McClain to the ground, put him in a cardiac hold, which is a blood chokehold, when the police grab you around your neck and they squeeze your carotid artery so you faint and pass out. This is how they do. And call first responders who injected him with ketamine, who had a heart attack on the way to the hospital. See, they let these race soldiers, they let these supremacists shoot him up with a drug. They don't even know his pre-existing conditions. They didn't know. They thought it would just knock him out and subdue him. But he caught a heart attack because of that medicine. He died days later after he was declared brain dead. Does anyone remember Elijah McClain? Do any of you remember Elijah McClain? Have you even heard of this brother? This is how they do, family. This is how they do. Let me make you abreast of another situation that you guys may not have heard of, that you guys may not have seen. This story right here is very, very important because we understand that Shantea Kelly was arrested outside a public library after she called 911 and complained about a man who had approached her aggressively. She is the one who called 911. Now, she admitted she's been drinking that day, but it's not illegal to drink. She was of age. She was shocked with a taser after one of the race soldiers, and other officers said she became combative. The video about to see contains graphic content, and viewer discretion is advised. But something else that is very important for you guys to keep inside your minds, inside your heart, that this young lady, the way she was treated was like an animal. And I want you to see it for yourself. Now, I may skip some of this video because it's quite long, but nonetheless, I want you guys to see it for yourself, because a lot of you are in denial about the racism in this country. Some of you are in denial that this system, the system of white supremacy, that it does not exist. You just believe that there's this omen that some of these race soldiers, some of these employed terrorists have your good hearts in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's much more sinister than that. And I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just making you aware of the situation. I don't see my music coming on, but let's fix this really quickly.
You gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
No, you started it. Be quiet.
I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm trying to
Shut up!
Look at me in my eyes, sir. I really didn't
Be
start
quiet.
nothing. I really didn't start nothing, sir. She insulted me.
Look how many race soldiers are around her.
Yeah, get her, please. Get her.
She's about a buck, 155 pounds, unarmed. Right outside the library. And she is the one who called the police, family. And they tased her because they said she became aggressive. Well, thank God they didn't kill our sister. But wait, there's more. There's some disturbing things I actually want you to see in this video. I'm gonna speed it up.
You didn't see me standing around here.
We watch you step up to everybody up here and start a fight with everybody
I don't
up
think
here.
it's me just because I'm black.
No. Oh,
I don't
come
think
on.
it's me,
Don't even.
sir.
You know, get in there. Get in there. I'm not even. Hold on.
I'm not
I'm
even
not even.
I'm not
I'm not even.
even.
You just lost me when you said that because that is full of shit. You know that.
I'm not.
You know that's BS. You know that's BS.
Shantea Kelly is her name.
Step
Look
in.
at my
Have a
wallet.
seat.
I got $120 in there.
Put your feet in.
Are you
Put your feet
serious?
in.
I'm gay.
Oh shit! Oh my gosh! He's gonna throw out every card. Yep.
I'm gonna speed it up, family.
What's your name, Badge?
So they blamed her of trying to escape in a locked police car with handcuffs on her. So they take her back outside of the car. This is the Aurora Police Department. You think a 155-pound female with handcuffs on the back of a police car can try to escape a locked car? Let me speed it up. They're checking her clothes. Let's look at this. They're trying to say she's trying to escape.
Attempting the other door to try to escape. You're trying to escape. So that's another charge.
Okay. Now, what if this sister was trying to escape, right? She's checking both car doors, trying to escape, so to speak.
You are going to be hobbled, do you understand?
With handcuffs on. And
you're going to be hobbled for trying to get out of my car.
Look, they have 2 or 3 police cars around her, about 5 or 6 police officers.
Yep.
So she's locked inside of the police car. She can't get out. You know, police cars do not open from the inside in the back seat. But this is how they treat us, regardless. And then at the end, I want to show you how they treat white people.
Take her out.
This shit right here, family, has to stop. And you voting for Joe Biden, you voting for Donald Trump is not going to stop that. We have to demand justice.
No, get these punk-ass police raised up.
This is how they do us. They put their knee on her back like she was struggling. At this time, if you notice, when they put on the ground the second time, she was not resisting, she was not struggling, but they still put a knee on her back. And do you believe how they're treating you? Said, oh, she's trying to escape. So why didn't you shackle my feet? Why didn't you handcuff my legs? But they treated her like a fucking animal, family. But these are things that you don't know about.
It's okay. Yep, might have to pick me up. I like this.
She is the one who called the police about a gentleman being aggressive with her, and she is the one being treated like this.
Pulling out your phone. Yep, I ain't fucking with none of you bitch.
I'm in an outrage right now, but I'm gonna contain my emotions.
You ain't got shit. They arrested me for no reason, nigga. I gotta go work tomorrow, nigga. You know that bitch ran up on
She's
me,
saying
nigga.
they are arresting me for no reason, and I am the one who called the police.
It's all right, nigga. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. They can arrest me all they want to. They can arrest me all they want. He's racist. Y'all don't see this shit? You pull out your camera, my nigga. Pull out your camera, my nigga. Look at him. I'm being picked up by a chain. That shit hurts my stomach, bro. This is hurt my stomach, bro. This is hurt my stomach, bro. Please don't pick me up that chain, bro. This shit hurts.
All right, lean over to your side.
That shit hurts my stomach, bro.
Let's put her in the back. Get her in the car immediately and just take her. Or,
They have
do we need to
6
get
police
another-
officers
No, we're good.
for a female who's around 5'5", 155 pounds. Look how they did her, family. They hog-tied her. Listen to this. Look at this, family.
Who's your badge number? You fucking pussy ass nigga.
From the other side.
You don't let this shit happen, bro. If you a black man, bro.
Family, I know this is very disturbing, but in order to understand how they do us, I encourage you to watch on. This is what we go through in this country. So either you're fighting for justice, or like I said in one of my other videos, let's just all fucking go to Africa, because they're not treating us like that. And I know a lot of you don't want to go to Africa because of your family and other reasons, but family, day in and day out, this is how they do us. They accuse the sister of an escape, and let's say because she was checking the doors that she was trying to escape. So why not just shackle my feet? Why do you have to pull me out like an animal and hog tie me?
Did you pick it up?
Yeah.
Officer, please.
Look,
Please, officer. Okay, I'm gonna just die like this then. I'm gonna just die like this. All I ask is to be lifted up. Please lift me up, officer. I'm a good person. I'm just under the influence. Please, officer. Please, officer, I'm a good person. Please, can you lift me up? Please, officer. Please, officer, I don't want to die like this. Please, officer. Officer, please lift me up. Please, it only take you 2 seconds to lift me up, officer. I promise I'll be good, officer. I promise I'll be good, officer. Please. Oh my God, how long is it gonna take you to get to the spot? I'm sweating over here. I'm sweating, officer. Officer, please. Officer, please. Please lift me
I
up,
want you to
officer.
feel this fucking
Officer.
pain, family. I want you to
Officer.
feel this fucking
Officer,
pain. When
please.
you go out there and you vote for
Please
one of these
lift me
white
up,
supremacist
officer.
presidents,
Officer.
this is what you are asking more of.
Officer.
You believe
I'm
that Joe
sorry for
Biden is your
disrespecting
savior. You
you,
believe
sir.
that Donald Trump is your
Please lift
savior.
me up, please.
You need to hold your vote.
Officer, please
You need to
lift me
demand
up.
justice.
Please,
You need
I'll
to
give you
demand
$1 million.
reparations, because this is
I
what
have
they're doing
bad
to our
money,
people.
officer.
It don't matter how
Officer,
old
can you
we are,
please lift
young
me up?
and old. They are killing us. They are torturing us.
This is some
She would
slavery
never
shit.
forget this moment in her life,
I'm
and she is the
sorry.
one who called the fucking
I'm so
police.
sorry, God. I'm so sorry, God, for being blessed.
They hog
I
tie my
can't believe I'm
sister like
suffering
a
like
fucking
this to be
animal.
blessed.
Treat her like a
Oh my
human
God.
being. If
Officer,
you believe
please
she
lift
tried
me
to
up.
escape, then
Please
shackle
lift
her
me up,
feet.
officer. I beg
But
you.
they know
Please
police
don't let me die
procedure,
back here,
family.
officer.
Police procedure
Officer,
is
please lift
sitting
me
her
up.
up
Please.
in the seat, putting her
Officer,
seatbelt
please lift
on.
me up.
That is police
Officer,
procedure.
please lift me up. This hurts. Can you drive faster? It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Ah! Ah! Officer, please. Help me. Help me. Oh. Officer, please lift me up. Please lift me up. It hurts so bad, officer.
Our
Officer.
sister is in pain because all the blood is
Officer,
rushing to her
please.
head. And the officer said they did it. They was not
Officer,
supposed
please.
to
You're about to make me fight
hog
your arm
tie
to get
her
up.
and slide her on the back seat. They supposed to sit her up and put a
Please, officer,
seatbelt
don't
on
let me
her.
die back here.
But this is how you treat animals.
Please don't let me die back here, officer.
That is
Please,
how they
officer.
see us.
I'm a good person.
And Joe
I
Biden's
really am.
1994 crime bill that mass incarcerated majority of black people, that's what you're voting for.
Voting.
When Donald Trump told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by, that is what you're voting for. I'm not fucking for no one who's not going to give black people justice, and now people will give us equal rights, who's not going to give us reparations. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. If this don't get you mad, this don't get you angry,
Please help me
I don't
out.
want you to stop
I'm
their
sorry.
family.
I didn't mean to disrespect you.
I don't want you to
Please
stop
help
their
me out.
family. I want us
Please,
to demand
officer.
justice.
Officer, please, I beg you, please, to lift me up. Please, can you lift me up, please, officer? I would really appreciate it if you let me. Are we there? Sir. Sir. I can't see. My eyes are watery. Sir. Sir.
Family, there's really no much else to see than that shit right there. They had her on her side. She asked them, please, are you going to make me ride the whole way like this? And the police officer said, I don't even want to say the race soldier's name. I don't want to even give it any glory, any recognition. But for the purposes of being a race soldier, and he should be the criminal in this instance, Huffin responds, yes. Kelly soon slips head first from the seat. Hey, my head is about to break, bro. Now upside down, she begins screaming for help, as you've seen in the video. Please lift me up, officer. Kelly cries, telling him multiple times that she cannot breathe. I can't get up, officer. Officer, please don't let me die right here. As her head remains. Let me play some of this, family, so I can speed it up.
Break, bro. Can you lift me up? Hey, officer. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Please help me, please. Please help me, please.
Have you heard these words before, that she can't
Officer,
breathe?
please lift me up.
This was 2019, family. A lot of you probably haven't even heard this or saw
Officer,
this.
please lift me up. Please lift me up. Please lift me
What
up.
the sister's trying to say, that she can't breathe because in that awkward position and all the blood rushing to her head, she can't breathe. It says, as her head remains on the floor behind Huffin's driver's seat, Kelly pleads with him for help, telling him that her neck hurts. She apologizes and promised that she would be cooperative. How many times do I have to beg you, master? Kelly asks at one point. I'll be good. See, this is how they do us.
I'm gonna shoot the police out of your fucking cracker ass. You fucking nigger-hater. Please help me up. This shit hurts, bro. I'm suing your ass and my wrist comes up hurting my ankles, bro. I'm in college. You got homeless niggas out here. You worried about a college bitch? That's because you're mad because I'm gonna take your job, bro. Please loosen these up, bro.
She said you mad because
please,
I'm in college,
man.
And you a nigger hater.
You know what? I'm not even gonna cry.
Your
Give them a barn up to barn. I'm gonna sue your ass. Punk ass police. Come on, this hurts, bro. Please, you gonna make me ride the whole way like this? Yes, I am. Please, man, let me sit up. Can you at least sit me up, bro? Please.
By
please,
law,
man.
the officer was supposed to sit her up.
I'm
and
a
put
female,
her
bro.
On.
Damn, yes, it does matter, you punk ass police. Well, how they gonna let me ride with you? I swear. What's your name, man? What's your name, dude? I'm tired of this shit, man. What's your name, bro? What's your name, man? What's your name, bitch ass police? Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch ass cop. What's your name? I bet you feel good. You might as well come here and take my booty, nigga. You fucking racist ass cop. You fucking prick ass bitch. Yeah, you gonna hit me the whole fucking ride. I hope your kids burn in hell. I hope your mama burns in hell. I hope your wife burns in hell. I hope your dick burns in hell, you fucking pussy. You fucking racist ass, redneck ass bitch. You never gonna live to see 90, bitch. You gonna live to see tomorrow, nigga. You fucking racist ass cop. How you gonna keep me in a car like this and I'm defending myself? You punk ass cop. And then again, the judges love me, bitch. So I hope you feel good about your fucking report, punk ass hoe. Nigga. Matter of fact, I'll never be out here tomorrow. Thank you for blessing me, you punk ass bitch. Fucking pussy ass cop.
I can understand my sister's rage. Now, some of you might say, well, she disrespected the police. Fuck those police. They hog-tied that sister. They could have put shackles on her feet, stood her up, put a seatbelt on, as that is police procedure in any city, county, state in America. They had her in an unsafe position, family. So I can understand her rhetoric. I can understand her rant. I can understand her profane language. It says right here in the report, the police officer in Huffin blames Kelly for what happened. She was in the seat, but she decided she wanted to roll, he says. As the jailer removes a now angry Kelly from the car, she confronts Huffin. Look at me, dude. You couldn't lift me up. The Associated Press reported that the Aurora Police Department Disciplinary Review Board, which investigated the incident, recommended Huffin receive a 180-hour suspension. A suspension, family. That's a week. 180 hours is a week, 7 days. That's all he got. Wilson overruled the recommendation and fired Huffin in February. The investigation said they gave him a week. Wilson overruled and fired Huffin in February while she was serving an interim chief. If that doesn't upset you watching the video, if that doesn't make you sick watching the video, I don't know. He's lucky she did not die in the back seat of that car, because he wouldn't be, in my opinion, he would be in an orange jumpsuit right now. Family, this is how they do, family. I don't want to show that again. That's very, very disturbing, and I understand that. But let me show you something else. Convicted felon Dante Mary charged in Compton ambush shooting of 2 LA police officers. Now, a lot of you guys are familiar with this particular story, but let me run it back for
We
you.
have learned today the alleged shooter was caught 3 days after the crime. But at first, he wasn't even linked to that ambush.
CBS 2's Rachel Kim explains how detectives figured it all out.
That we have a suspect in custody and justice will be served.
Today, Sheriff Alex Villanueva and District Attorney Jackie Lacey announced that 36-year-old Deontay Lee Murray has
Forensic.
the ambush shooting. He was asked why.
Or we had no evidence at that time to tie him to anything else. Do we have suspicions? Yes. But we're not going to tell you all of our suspicions.
Captain Wegner says witness statements and video evidence help support their case. He did not comment on a specific
the reason why I'm
motive for the
showing
shooting.
this, family, is so you see how they went after this brother who supposedly shot these 2 LA police officers. And I do not condone the killing of no one. Okay, not the killing of no one. So let's get that correct. But I'm just giving you some sort of context so you'll understand where I'm coming from. Let's go to the next story. Right here. What about this, family? White racist terrorist 24 who shot a black family's Michigan home, vandalized their property, and drew a swastika on their vehicle is arrested and begs for forgiveness from the victims. Nah, no, you get no forgiveness. This is the gentleman right here, Michael Frederick. And this is what he did to this family right here, this elderly family, probably in their early 60s, supposedly here. This is what they did to their vehicles. Here's the family members. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Here's a tale of what occurred.
Attention homeowners.
So the person,
Can we
actually,
use
let me
your
mute
home to
this.
showcase?
But you need to understand this story right here, family, because it's very, very important that you understand how different people get different treatment.
Right now, come on, people, come on in. Right now, somebody just threw a nice big rock. There's the rock. What are you doing? Oh, a nice big rock right through my picture window. This happened about 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Maybe 5. Hey. Then they flattened. Yeah. They flattened. This is why, because I have Black Lives Matter in
Because
my
you have Black
yard.
Lives
But
Matter.
let me show you what they
And the
did.
race soldiers hate that.
Okay.
Family, let me tell you something. Don't give these
They
race soldiers an opportunity
flattened
to find out what you support.
one.
See, I agree with the sisters as far as her supporting Black Lives Matter because our lives do matter. But
This
don't let
one.
these motherfuckers know who you are.
They tried.
You're going to
But
make
then this is
yourself a
what they wrote
target.
on
Even though
my
this is
husband's
illegal and
truck.
she can express herself in any way, this is how you give them power.
This is what they wrote. This is what I'm dealing with. I live in Warren.
They put a swastika on her vehicle. None of these people
Eddie.
are even from Germany. They're so.
And that one's flat too. Okay. This is what they
They
telling
flattened
us.
all the tires. They told her
Okay.
to get out.
All because this is all racially motivated. I knew it was when it happened. I knew it was motivated, racially motivated.
Are you familiar with this story?
They want us out, but we ain't going nowhere. They done flatten all my husband's tires.
Family, this is how they do. I'm just walking you down the lane, which brings me to my next character. Are any of you guys familiar with David Ware? See, David Ware is the gentleman, the convict, the killer, who actually killed a police officer. Well, let me break down this story because they took down the video, family. They took down the video. I could not download the video, so I apologize. But what occurred in this particular situation is that they pulled him over and they was talking to him for more than 20 minutes. Do you know, as the police was trying to get him out of the vehicle, they pepper sprayed him twice. They pulled him out the vehicle. He sat back down in his vehicle. Do you know, while they were pointing tasers and guns and spraying him with pepper spray, they allowed him to make a call? They made a call. He made a call to another gentleman who came out. And as they was pulling David out of the car, he pulled a gun from underneath the driver's seat and began to fire at the police as the police were running back. Even though they had their guns on their hip, they were running back, yelling and screaming as he was shooting them. Then after he shot them and they fell to the ground, he stood over them and shot them 3 more times. One of them got killed. He shot him in the head. But the story I'm about to show you is about what his sister said. Now, the top portion you see on the top right is a story from Twitter from the Tulsa Police Department that they actually posted on Twitter. Officers stopped the suspect at 8900 East 21st Street around 3:30 a.m. A scuffle ensued with the suspect. Ward pulled a gun at the officers and fired multiple times. Now, family, if you would have saw the video, you would have dropped your jaw. It was quite egregious. I can't believe that they toyed with this guy for that amount of time, because if this was a black suspect, we know what have occurred. They tried to pull him out of the car multiple times after they pepper sprayed him twice. He then sat back down in his car, reached under the seat, pulled a gun, and they began to run, and he started firing on both of them, shooting them both. Both officers were shot and are in critical conditions undergoing surgery. The suspect fled on foot from the area, and we are actively searching. This was a message that they actually put out when he was actually on the run. And it says, at the point a scuffle ensued with the suspect. See, family, this is what they do. This is a gentleman who fired upon the police, critically shooting them both, and he is still alive today in jail. This is how they do. Let me explain something to you, family. Look at this right here.
Is this how you felt?
They keep trying to show these commercials. I apologize. But we're going to let that go because you need to see this. Because what you guys don't understand is that we get treated totally different than them. And unless you see it with your own eyes, you don't believe it. That's why I like to show these things, not to get you upset, not to get you mad, not to get you angry, not to get you emotional, but for you to understand the difference in treatment and that your vote, the way you go about your everyday, means a lot.
Killing a Tulsa police sergeant and injuring his partner. It comes as David Ware's attorney failed police sergeant and injuring his partner. It comes as David Ware's attorney fails to get a Tulsa judge to release police body cam and dash cam from that night. News Channel 8's Ethan Hutchins is live at the courthouse with that exclusive interview. Ethan.
Aaron, Ashley Melody says her brother is not a murderer, but instead acted in self-defense. She says she wants those videos released as proof.
I think it's ridiculous. If they had nothing to hide, why not to show the video footage?
She lives hundreds of miles away, but Ashley Melody has still felt the impact
The
of her brother
sister is
David
defending
Ware's
her brother,
arrest.
saying
We were in shock, but now,
he was defending himself.
he wasn't acting out of
First of
character.
all, he was
defending
drunk and
himself. And he's not-
intoxicated. Second of
not a
all,
violent
the
person.
police
Ware is
talked to
now the
him
center of a murder
and
case
told
in
him
Tulsa.
to remove
And
himself
all
from the car
Melody can
multiple
do is try
times,
and plead her
giving
brother's
him more
innocence
chances
outside
than
of the
a black
courtroom.
person
If he
would
was
ever
in the
have
wrong,
in
he
their
was in the
entire
wrong.
fucking
But I
lifetime.
honestly don't think he was.
She's making these claims the same day Judge David
Self-defense of
decides
the
not to
police
make the
who
body
use
cam and dash cam
non-lethal
videos
threat.
public from that night.
The video is the best
But as soon as they
evidence
see a
of what actually happened
black
that
guy,
night. And we all
they
have
pull
a,
their
the
guns
public
first.
has a vested interest in knowing
And the lawyer is even
whether,
trumping this up
how
even
our
more
law
so than what it
enforcement
is.
officers conducted themselves on that day.
Judge Gooten denied Ware's attorney Kevin Adams' motion to release the videos, maintaining the protective order in place. Adams claims law enforcement lied about the facts of the shooting and says the video, which she has viewed for the case, would back up his claim.
Family, I saw this video in its entirety before they took it down, and believe me, he should have been killed a long time ago, but because he was white, this is my perspective, he was saved. He looked sick and deranged.
Two things that Tulsa police have said. One, that Ware fired 3 additional rounds into Sergeant Johnson, and 2, that he slowly walked away.
He fired 3 additional shots as he stood over the police officer, and they're claiming self-defense when the police use non-lethal force against this
is going to be under the
animal.
process that's survived this country well for the over 200 years.
Meanwhile, Melody,
I can't even deal with it, family. I'm showing you different accounts of how they treat us, because it's very, very important. A court document filed Thursday outlines reason the defendant should be punished by death. It says knowingly created a greater risk of death to more than one person. The murder of Sergeant Craig Johnson was especially heinous, atrocious, and cruel. The murder of Sergeant Craig Johnson was committed for the purpose of avoiding or preventing a lawful arrest prosecution. There exists a probability that Ware will commit criminal acts of violence that would constitute a continuing threat to society. The murder victim was a police officer who was killed in the line of duty. Again, family, they're pleading self-defense from a crazy fucking person who they use non-lethal force on. I wish that they would use non-lethal force on us. I wish they would use tasers and pepper spray all the time on us when we are unarmed. But that's not the case. The case is this. This is the case. This is the case. We don't get treated like anyone else, family. And I'm not trying to politicize this video, but a lot of you are hell-bent on voting for the Democrats. Some of you are hell-bent on voting for the Republicans. And I'm just going to ask you, since you've been voting, what has changed for Black people in this country? Whether it be economically or justice. He can kill a police officer and still live, even though they're seeking the death penalty. But I wish I could show you the video, family. I wish. They just took it down about a week ago. I should have downloaded when I first saw it. But this is how they do. I thank you for joining me this evening. This is the Black Post. This evening, the message was sent. It didn't matter if you loved it. It doesn't matter if you hate it. The message was delivered. Family, when you go out, be careful, because one false move may cost you your life, while others who look like white supremacists, who are of the Cajun and European descent, they literally can get away with murder and have the police kicking and screaming to run away from them when they pull their guns, rather you being unarmed and killed when you have done nothing wrong. Have a great evening.